So it's 2020 and you're thinking about starting some kind of business, and I thought we should talk about that today because a lot of you are thinking about starting a freelance business. Some of you have already started a freelance business, and that's because we're like halfway through January already. It's moving blazing fast, but some of you don't know what business to start. You know that you've got this idea, you want to start something, and you don't know what that's going to be. And I wanted to talk about some different types of businesses that might be right for you, because for some people, freelancing is going to kind of be where you need to be. It's going to be like where you fit into the building blocks of life. For other people, not so much. And it's a topic that you need to think about before going any further into the new year, because if you pick the wrong business type for you, then you're going to be miserable. You're going to experience a lot more failure with that model, and it's going to, for some of you, lead you to quit, to go back to a job, to give up, throw in the towel, say business doesn't work, and then you just end up in a 9-to-5 that sucks. And we're all about creating personal world domination here, so that's not what we want. So in this video, that's what we're going to look at, some different business types, and I'm going to try to give you my thoughts on which type is best for each type of person, so that you can kind of make the decision for yourself what kind of business you want to do. Hey minions, if you're new to the channel and you like what I have to say, then be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss a video. Only do this if you like what I have to say and if you want to hear more about freelancing, entrepreneurship, and personal world domination. Okay, so like I said, we have three main types of businesses. There's like lots of models of businesses. There's a million different models of businesses, but we need to get into some high-level types first, so that once you have that high-level bird's eye view, then you can kind of drill down into things. If you wanted to be a freelancer, like freelancing is kind of a high-level model almost, but it's actually a sub-model of something. So, and then you've got all these different industries and skills you can offer within freelancing and things like that. But the first type of business we want to talk about is small businesses. And a lot of people think of small businesses as local businesses. That's not necessarily the case. And I know a lot of you are starting online businesses. You want to start an online business in 2020 because that's kind of where the world is. We're kind of technical, in case everyone hasn't noticed. We're a little bit technological, and technology is in. But a small business is a really good business to start for some people, depending on what your goals are. So all of this comes down to your goals, your personal individual goals. What do you want from your business? What do you want out of life? If you want personal world domination, that's about creating a life that you enjoy by doing things that you want to do, by doing things how you want to do them. So a small business could be online or it could be offline. I want you to know that going into this. But small businesses are usually run by an individual, a single owner, maybe a very small team, and they serve the public with different products, services. Offline, it could be something where you're doing something directly with a customer. You could be mowing their lawn. You could be serving them liquor in a liquor store. You might be doing their plumbing. So you could be a single person who goes out, unclogs someone's toilet. That's a small business. Online, you've got different models. There's some people who do e-commerce through Amazon or through places like Etsy, where on Etsy you can craft stuff. You can create your own things and put them out there for sale. And the thing about small businesses is that they tend to be small in nature for a reason. They are limited by the number of employees, they're limited by the number of people within the business, and they're limited usually by the owner, because the owner isn't trying to scale the business. They are trying to have a business that they can work in that replaces their full-time job. So if you are someone who is just looking to replace your full-time job, you just want to do something you enjoy, whether that is plumbing, whether that is automotives, working on cars, whether that is painting pictures and selling them on Etsy, then a small business model might be right for you. If you don't want to manage a whole lot of people, if you don't want to have to deal with a ton of employees or problems, or striving for multi-millions of dollars or something, then a small business might be the way to go for you. Now, a couple things to know about small businesses is that they usually don't become huge earners, although they can. So for instance, if you started a small bakery, that bakery alone is not going to make you millions of dollars, and it's not probably going to achieve your freedom. You're not going to open this bakery and then just kick back and watch the money roll in. There's a lot of work that's going to go into it, and you personally, as the business owner, are going to be the one who is putting in that work. So that's kind of one of the pitfalls of small business. But it's not really a pitfall if you don't really care about growth. Then if you're just more of I just want to do this thing, and I just want to do this thing for the rest of my life or however long, then a small business is right for you probably. Freelance businesses tend to fall into the small business category. So if you are somebody who is just trying to replace your income, then freelancing can fall into the small business category. You don't even have to set up an actual business, because you can just start freelancing as a single person, as a solopreneur, and you can start making money with that. You don't have to have a team. You can deliver the services directly to the client or customer, and you can get paid for that, and you can replace your full-time income. So that's kind of where freelancing fits into this scale. And a lot of people ask me, why don't I freelance more than what I do? The answer is that I haven't found this to be the right model for me. So I'm not a full-time freelancer, and freelancing is not the right model for me. I have what would you call it? I don't know. I guess just a preferred model, a preference. So you can base it on your personality. If you're the kind of person who just likes to get in the work and just be doing, but not really freeing your time from your income, not really creating a scalable business, then this is probably the small business is probably going to be the right one for you. Moving on to the exit business, this is a much larger type of business. Exit businesses are businesses that are built to be sold. These are businesses that are built to be scaled up and sold. And these could be things like a SaaS model that's service as a system, where you've got some kind of, let's say you build an app, and that app it starts to take off. There's hundreds of thousands of people using it and recommending it. So let's say you build the next Musical.ly or the next Tinder or something, and a whole bunch of people are starting to use it, and it starts to grow really fast, and maybe it has investor funding. So investors are backing this thing and putting their money into it, and it grows big, and you've got a million bazillion users. And then all of a sudden Amazon looks over and they say, oh, you know what? We should add that to our system. We should add that to our service. Here's $1 billion. We'll take it. And then Amazon buys it, and you become a billionaire, and you're happy, and Amazon's happy, and all your people are angry because Amazon owns the app now, and they're going to turn it to shit like they tend to do with things. But at least you're a billionaire, so you probably won't care. If that's your goal, if your goal is to be a mega millionaire, a mega billionaire, a mega trillionaire, any of those things, if your goal is to build a super huge business and sell it, that's the exit business model. This model is also not a freedom model until you have that sellout, I guess. If you sell out and you make $1 billion, then once you do that, you're going to have a little bit more room for freedom. But until that point, and this may take years, it may take you 10 years, it may take you 20 years. I mean, look how long it took Bezos to become the richest guy in the world. He's been at this for 20 plus years. And when you look at it, it's not like he's kicking back doing nothing. So when you're building an exit business, you're going to be in the business probably every single day. You're going to have more problems to deal with than a small business owner. You're going to be at the top of this whole thing, except there's probably going to be investors or other people you have to answer to who are calling for your time, and tons of employees, because big businesses tend to have a lot of employees. The bigger your business grows, the more employees you're going to have. So if you're the kind of person who is super motivated to be number one, to have huge money, to be a millionaire, to be wealthy, whatever that goal may be, and to achieve your freedom by selling a business to somebody else, then maybe this business model is right for you. I haven't found this one to be right for me. Again, I'm not really that interested in working that hard. I don't like to work that hard. I like to work just enough, and I like to work too much on passion projects, which is kind of a problem when it comes to these big businesses, because these huge exitable businesses are basically centered around solving a very specific problem of some sort usually. For instance, Audible. What problem does Audible solve? Audible solves the problem of people needing a good system for downloading audiobooks and quickly consuming them. Well, they built Audible, it became popular, and then Amazon bought them out for a whole bunch of money. So that's kind of how that works, but it had to grow, it had to take time. Someone had to start it, someone had to put all their time and effort and energy into it, they had to build a team around it, they had to have employees, then they had to attract people into the system, which took time, for it to grow, and then eventually Amazon bought them out. But that doesn't mean their work is over either. They still have a lot of work to do, and they still have to keep things going. So if you are interested in that business model, that's not really going to be freelancing. That would be more like if you built this model would be more like if you built a freelance platform. So if you built the next Upwork, that would be this model. Building the next Upwork, and then once you build that Upwork buys you out for $100 million. That would be the exit business model. The third business model is the one that I go with. It's kind of my preferred one, and I call it a lifestyle business model because it's all based on how you want to live. And this one for me involves personal world domination. There's different kinds of world domination, though. I call it personal world domination because it's personal to you. It's what you want out of life. For my life, I just want things simple. I want simple systems that pay me enough money to never have to work again, and I don't want to have to work that much. And I also want to do what I love. Those are all factors within the lifestyle business model. So lifestyle business is going to be, it might involve freelancing for a time because you got to dive into entrepreneurship at some point. But ultimately, the goal with lifestyle businesses is to have semi-passive income. The more passive, the better. Create semi-passive income systems by helping other people and forming the business to suit your life, building it around your life. So for instance, when I make these videos on YouTube, for starters, YouTube is a source of semi-passive income through ad revenue. But also what's important, more importantly than that, is that I can make these videos however I want. So a lot of people who make freelance videos, they make videos that are all like green, they use green colors, they use the colors of Upwork. I don't care. I don't give a shit about that. And so I make mine how I want because I'm not relying only on YouTube for ad revenue. And because the kind of business I want to build is not just a business that's based on what everybody wants necessarily, but delivering value in the ways that I want to do it. So if you want to have the power to do that, if you want to be able to control your life through your business and build a business that supports your life and the things that you want to do in that life and how you want to do them, then you would be looking at a lifestyle business. So what is this like? I mean, it could involve freelancing, but maybe it also involves outsourcing your freelance work at some point to other people so that they handle most of the work and you do very little work. You free your time from your income. It could involve selling courses such as on Udemy or some other place so that you start to create systems that are separate from your time. Each time, like people can buy those courses anytime, day or night, 24/7. While you are sleeping, you can make money. So it can involve starting something on YouTube. It could involve starting a website, a blog, start making videos, whatever you want to do. This business model is for people who want to do things their own way and want to build multiple semi-passive income streams, not just one, but multiple. Because multiple is how you're going to keep yourself from ever having to worry about a job again. And multiple semi-passive income systems is how you're going to keep yourself from needing to grow a huge business that you can have a big exit with, or from working in the business every single day just to keep profits coming in. So with small business, you have to work in the business every day so that you keep making money. And with the big businesses, you have to work at those every day so that you get to a point where you can sell it. And that may take a lot of time. With semi-passive income, like lifestyle businesses, you just focus on building things around the lifestyle that you want to have, and then over time those are going to grow. So this one does take time. It took me, I started in 2010, but I didn't start building semi-passive income systems until several years later, and now my semi-passive income systems support me. But it took a number of years to build up to that, but it's going to take a number of years to build up to anything. I mean, a small business is going to take you several years to get to where it's fully supporting you and you're not in debt anymore probably, and you're doing just fine. A big business is going to take you 5-10 years, who knows how long it's going to take you, depending on the kind of big business you build. And then a lifestyle business that could support you within a year. It depends on if you go with the right semi-passive income streams and how hard you work at it. So if you are someone who does like audiobook narration, that's a semi-passive income stream. If you write ebooks, that's semi-passive. If you make YouTube videos and get ad revenue, that's semi-passive. Courses are semi-passive. There's like a ton of different models. Affiliates is one semi-passive model. A lot of you on YouTube do that. So if any of you are watching this and you do YouTube, that's kind of a lifestyle business. One thing to think about with lifestyle businesses, though, is that you do need to have multiple semi-passive income streams. You need to build multiple streams, because if you just have one and that one semi-passive income stream is reliant on like a third-party platform, that could be a real problem for you. So if you build let's say an ebook business on Amazon has all the control over that. If they shut off your sales one day, that's a problem. You don't have any other system. So be thinking about that. You may have to spend a lot of time figuring out which semi-passive income systems are right for you, so that you can put all your efforts into one system for a while, build that up to full-time levels, and then move on to the next one. So this is kind of how I run my business. I do a little bit of freelancing so that I can stay up to date on it. And then I have several other streams of semi-passive income. And then I can even upgrade to I can open an Etsy business if I want, or just do whatever. Like, there's different ways to work it. There's no right way, but just know that there's different ways that you can work a lifestyle business to make it worth it for you. Beyond that, the only other thing I want to talk about in this video, because you guys need to pick this for yourself. I can't decide this for you. And a lot of people are trying to have other people make their decision for them. Like, what business type should I start? Well, if you ask me that, I'm going to tell you that I don't have an answer for you. I don't know what type is going to be right for you. If you're the kind of person who likes to just be doing work all the time, if you're an action person who just likes to do stuff to get stuff done and to keep doing, then probably small business. If you're someone who likes to consume or likes status and image and power, then that's going to be a big business. If you're like a creative person like I am, if you are somebody who values creation a lot or values control rather than power necessarily, if you're someone who wants to pull all the exact right people around you and build business however you want, then maybe it's a lifestyle business. But there are no right answers when it comes to business. There's like things that people say are right. There's opinions that people say, this is my opinion, but it's the right way to go. People can tell you whatever they want. I'm not right. They're not right. Nobody's right. The only right answer is that you build a business, you go on this journey, and you have fun with it, and you enjoy the life you have. If you're not enjoying the life you have, then switch business models and try something else. But that's kind of it as far as decision making goes. So hopefully you will think about this as you go forward into 2020. Hopefully this will kind of give you an idea of 3 of the different business types that you can build, or at least the models that you can work with. The small business model, the exit business model where you are selling a business, and the lifestyle business model where you're just doing things how you want. Ultimately, I believe in doing things how you want. And it's not always going to turn out. You should know that too. Everything's not always going to work out the way you want. Sometimes there's going to be failures. I've had a lot of failed businesses while building these semi-passive income systems, and those were heartbreaking. Those sucked. There was some real suck in there. But over time, it got better and better at it. So you have to keep at it. You have to make the decisions. You have to make the choice, take the chances, and then create the change in your own life. And assuming you do that, and assuming you stick with it, no matter how long it freaking takes, then you can build one of these business models and potentially have the life you want to have. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in a comment down below. What kind of business are you building? Have you already started a business? Are you working as a freelancer in a freelance business? How do you feel about it? Do you enjoy that business? Is there some other kind of business you would rather do? There is no right answer. So the only wrong answer is like if you don't enjoy your business, if you hate it, if you wake up every single day and you can't stand working on that business, to me, that's the wrong answer then, and something needs to change. But no matter what you choose to do, even if you hate your business and you continue to go forward with that business, that's not the wrong answer. It's just the answer that you choose. So I really hope everyone will think about that today. Be thinking about if freelance makes the most sense for you. Be thinking about if other business models could make sense for you. And be thinking about the fact that you have to make your choices. Nobody else can make them for you. And there is no wrong choices. There's just the journey that we go on as the result of the choices we make. Let me know your thoughts in a comment down below. I really appreciate all you guys sticking with me and hanging around here. We've got some good stuff coming up in the near future. We're about to launch a new Udemy course that is on Upwork Client Psychology. This will be a beginner level course for Upwork Client Psychology 1. Next month, we've got Upwork Advanced Proposals Volume 2 coming out. And I think a lot of you are going to be excited for that. So that's a big seller for me. If that's something you want, you can always check that out. I'll drop a link to the courses. They're still on sale, I think, through the end of today. Today's Friday. So if that's right, then they're still on sale at the lowest price you'll get them at this month. And that's my personal January sale. You'll be able to go down, click the link for the courses to my website and get the discount for those using the code ABOMINABLE, because it's freaking January and the weather is crazy. If you have any questions for me, let me know. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Lex DeVille. I'll see you next time.